Hello guys, today in this session we are going to see how to optimize marketing budget. How to optimize marketing budget. For any marketing activity to sustain, you need to budget the costs involved in that particular activity. Because when you do any marketing activity like advertisements or sales promotion or going for some events or exhibitions, there is a huge amount of cost involved in executing these things in the most effective manner. So for that, you need to have a separate budgeting framework for your marketing activities. For having a separate budgeting framework is really important for any marketing activity. For having this effective budgeting framework, you need to optimize your budget. What is this optimizing your budget? Basically, the optimizing digital marketing or a normal marketing budget involves 5 different steps. The first one is focus on what works best for your scenario. Focus on what works best and then stay in control of budget and targeting, and then don't scale your budget until it is profitable, until it is significantly profitable. To be frank, it is significantly profitable. And align your marketing efforts across channels. Align your marketing efforts across different channels of your marketing communication. And finally, go for cross-channel remarketing. These 5 different steps constitute the optimization of your marketing budget. Now let us see in detail about each one of this in our slides. The first one is focus on what works best. Here, when you tell about the focus of things which works best, what you have to do is you have to first have a marketing analytics in place. Marketing analytics is basically a tool which helps in defining and analyzing the parameters in marketing. Marketing parameters. So when you have a good analytics in place, you need to set up goals in the analytics to measure and quantify the leads that you obtain or the sales. When you do this, it becomes easy for you to monitor whether your marketing process is in synergy with the goals that you set in the analytics. And you need to find the sources generating majority of sales to tune up the market budget. Majority of sales, which will tune up the marketing budget. For example, if your majority of sales is through online presence, then it is the major source for you to generate sales majority. So this will help you to tune up the marketing budget and allocate a significant amount of budget in your marketing strategies. And in addition to it, you have to follow the Pareto principle. You have to follow the Pareto principle. What is this Pareto principle? The Pareto principle is also known as the 80-20 principle. 80-20 principle, in which you identify top 20% of sources generating 80% revenue. Generating 80% revenue in your marketing strategy model. Now, having done this, what you should do is you have to devise parameters based on these principles. Parameters based on 80-20 model, which will help you to tune up your budget in a significant manner and will effectively save cost. The next step is to stay in control of budget and targeting. Stay in control of budget and targeting. In this, it means you need not spend your budget thin on large variety of platforms. In other words, you need not spend 1 rupees in 100 platforms, rather spend 10 rupees in 10 platforms, which is profitable. So this will help you to yield profitable results, though in both cases the cost to you is 100 rupees, but the revenue will be hit in when you concentrate on more platforms, because when you concentrate on more platforms which are not relevant to you, then even the best platforms which will be relevant to you will be missed out. So you have to rather spend much on platforms which are applicable to you, rather than spending on thin platforms. In other words, you have to focus on areas where you have full control, where you are in full control of targeting and cost. Example for companies following this strategy is online giants like Google, Bing, and Facebook. Now, after this, what you can probably do is you have to avoid scaling budget till it is profitable. Don't scale your budget till it is profitable enough to make you take that risk. You have to initially start your campaign on a small scale with a narrow target, so that the target is not missed out. You start it with a narrow target on a small scale. Once profitability is envisioned, you can probably scale the budgeting campaign. What do you mean by scaling? Scaling is experimenting with different campaigns, maybe different campaign types, on the same platform, different campaign types on the same platform. Maybe the reasoning for doing this should be a twofold. A twofold reasoning should be sufficient enough to do this. One is profits. Profits from initial campaign acts as a buffer for unprofitable additional campaigns. Unprofitable additional campaigns. This is one point which you must keep in mind. And the next one is owners know exactly. Owners know what works well. What works well for them. In other words, put other marketing efforts that helps out, or simply add more budget. Only when it is profitable. Simply add more budget only if it is going to be highly profitable. Then you need to align your marketing efforts across channels. Align your marketing efforts across channels. That means you can have a same message communication, same message being communicated for every dollar and every minute, only if it is profitable again. Communicating the same message again and again should not end in irritation for the consumers. It should include non-paid campaigns. Non-paid campaigns like some campaigns through Instagram or other social networking. Campaigns such as Instagram, Twitter, or Pinterest. This is very important point as far as aligning marketing efforts consumed, because in business time is also money. This is a very important point which has to be noted. So even non-monetary effort should be included in this, and it should be across channels. And that means it is not that you have to channelize your marketing efforts towards one particular channel. No, not like that. You can have many media vehicles, and you can align your marketing efforts through these media vehicles. Fine. Then comes cross-channel remarketing. Cross-channel remarketing. What do you mean by this? In cross-channel remarketing, if one particular channel has not converted users from site visitors, maybe from a website, then try the same thing in other channel. Same marketing strategy in another channel of media, in which Facebook or Twitter, for example, can be used for remarketing, for Google Ads, used for marketing. That means if you had done something through Google Ads for marketing a product but it was not successful, do a remarketing strategy through some other channel, Facebook or Twitter, maybe with the same wordings and same message being communicated. This will help in wider reach. wider reach among the masses, and will also help to convert non-users to users because of their access to some other channels which you had not tried in the past. With this, I think I hope you would have understood a little bit about the optimization of marketing budget. We will meet you in the next session with yet another interesting topic. Till then, goodbye. Have a nice day.